Okay, so good morning and good evening, everybody, and welcome back in today's class. Yesterday, when we discuss, we see that how a CMDB work, basically how the CI classes and the relationship work actually. Today, we are going to be discuss further that if I am creating a CI, because that is the reason we are this training as a techno functional. Okay, why I'm saying is because we need to be understand that what is the background running which making it possible. So now if you see yesterday we created one CI and then asset has been created automatically. Now if you remember yesterday I had a question to everybody. If you are changing the color of a car, will it be considered as a CI change or a asset change or a both? So now let me open this asset in the other window to show you something. See now either you called if okay if there is a car available in the parking, it can be a CI as well and it can be a asset as well. It's a difference of the viewing of the person that what or how he is viewing it. Okay, now the next point is that, and we are not saying that these two are two different identities. No, this is a one identity. But yes, if you see from the CI perspective, the attributes will be different. If you see from the asset perspective, the attributes will be different. Like if you see on this form, there's a nothing related to the money. Right? There's nothing called the money, that how much you put for this computer. But if you go to the asset form and it is coming from the ALM table, this is ALM table is for the asset table, ALM hardware. Okay. Now, when you see the car from the investment perspective, from your asset perspective, you start putting the financials as well on this. Financial means if I come here, that what is the invoice number, by which bill I purchased it, what is the cost for this car to me, what is the account number. I'm taking the few fields which we can just understand. Otherwise, from the company perspective, these are the things. Request line number, basically when you raise a PO, there is a concept done in the financial services purchase order. You put that purchase order number, you put the invoice number, the bill number, then you put the cost. Because company did not purchase the computer directly, they purchased from some vendor, so you can put the vendor name as there as well. So from which company you're purchasing it. When this request line has been opened, what was the GL account number, what is the cost center? It is important. So we are working in the IT industry and we have been allocated a project. Now, every time when you raise a request for a laptop or some asset, maybe for your travel, you have to put one cost center there. For as of now, just understand that it is a kind of a parameter. It is a kind of a code which help management to know that how much money we are spending in this particular team. Acquisition method, purchase, lease, rental, loan, expenditure type, capex and the opex. Then if you have these financials, then definitely you have a disposal as well. After 10 years, when you're going to be dispose it, then what is the reason? What is the resale price? It was well said in India. when in 90s, 80s, or 1990s, when or 2000, when this Maruti was a big brand, everybody say purchase Maruti car because it has a good resale value. Because company is not selling one or two laptops. If they're ordering in thousands, definitely they're disposing in thousands as well. So here it matter, money matter. So when you get any laptop from your company, they put the retirement date as well. After 10 years, it should get retired. Then depreciation. I'm sure everybody is having two-wheeler at least in the house, two-wheeler and the four-wheeler. And if you by yourself do the insurance policy with the online mode, you know that they're putting the depreciation as well. And again, let's say if I purchased a new car just now from the showroom, as soon as the car out from the showroom, 10% value has been go down immediately. And after year and year and year and year, the depreciation gets started 5%, 7%. So what they have, let's see. They have some different value, SL 1 year, 10 year, 3 years, 5 years. It depends on the item as well. Like car can be 10 years, but a TV can be 5 years or 7 years or 3 years. Now, again, the main purpose is to tell you this thing because in one of the interview, when I was taking interview for the CMDB expert in my team, approximately a year and a half and a half year back, he's a well certified person. He's a CMDB mainline, sorry, CMDB micro certification, and there's good certification on that part. I just put a normal and simple question that what is the difference between CI and a asset? And believe me, this question has been asked a number of times to me as well. So because people say, no, CI is which is helping me to support the services, to provide the services. Then what is asset? Asset is same, Atul. CI and asset is same. No. CI and assets are not same. Their attributes can be same. Remember, the car color is red, 5 gear, 4-seater, airbag, 4 wheels, engine. These are the attributes. When you see from the CI perspective, again, this is attributes. When you see from the asset perspective, again, these are the attributes. But what is the difference? The difference is that asset contains the financial bindings. CI does not contain. CI does not contain the financial bindings. So if you see here, same component we're discussing, right? But there's no financial information because it doesn't matter. It has a no cost, or sorry, wrong word. It has a no cost. It means, but it has no financial bindings. But asset has a financial bindings, and this is the core difference. And again, from my experience perspective, I'm telling you, this is a very common question if you are saying that you know the CMDB as well. That is the first part. Now the second part, as I say, you are be now fed up. Atul, again you are changing the color of car because now it is a practical thing we are going to discuss. If you make a change in a car color in your parking, let's say it was white and now you call to the person and it recolored as a red. If you go to mechanic to fix something, will you say it is a white color car or it's a red color car? Definitely, so it's a red color now. Correct. So it means now if I make a change in the asset attribute, will get change give me, let me give an example. Let's say now S3 okay. Puja. Okay, coming back here. So now if I assign this to Rajesh and I click on the save here. So now I'm saving it here. Let it be saved and then I'll show you here. Yep. And now if I come to the asset, you can see it has been assigned to Rajesh. How? This is the main question. Agree everybody with me? Any Rajesh, Pooja, confirm? Anybody can unmute it. Nobody is responding. Okay, let me come here. So now the question comes, Atul, how this change is happening? That is more important. Now, if I change, let's say, what is other field? Company. Let me change company from here. Do we have a company? Yes. Let me change a company called to SME, ACME Africa. And I click on the save here. Now, if I'm changing in asset, my CI also gets changed here. We need to be understand that how this is be happening. And believe me, it is not a magic. No, it is all the configuration has been done in the background. So let me go here and show you here. Mapping. These three tables are the key tables in this area. Let me open it in a separate window. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. The first table says asset and CI field mapping. What this mean to me? What this mean? This meaning says that there are few fields which can exchange the value between CI and the asset. And these are the few fields. If you make a change in asset tag in the asset table, it will change in the configuration table as well. If you change in the GL account, it will change the GL account as well. If you change the location, it will change the location as well. If you change the managed by, it will change the managed by as well. Let me do this thing. Show list of 100. This one. So now you can see this 29 fields. These are 29 fields. But again, the question still remain. Rajesh is so excited now. Atul, that is coming from the table. We can create a table and it is something like a, I can say mapping table is there. But how ServiceNow understand this table? That is more important. See, I am saying that I have a car. If I say car color has been changed to red to white, CI color also gets changed. But where this logic has been changed, in this place, only one thing has been mentioned, that if you make a change in this field, then this will get changed. If you make a change in this field, this will get changed. So now another important point which is coming here is called the business rule. And I open it here. Okay. Another important point to understand. Yesterday we saw when I create a CI, asset get created. But on the same time, I also tell one thing. It is not necessary that for every CI, asset will be created. It means again, there is some logic in the background has been written, which check this part and do the needful. Right? Agree with me. Ola, Pooja, Trevor, Rajesh, Namrata. Someone can unmute and just let me know. Agree with me, right? Guys say yes or no because I'm facing little internet issue today, so I want a confirmation. So now let me check a business rule called the asset. Yes, if you see this here, create asset on insert. This is the business rule which run when we create a CI and asset get created automatically. But not for every class. No, no, for a limited class. And here they have mentioned the complete structure, the complete thing that what is to be get created. Let it be load for a minute now. So now you can see here. This is a create asset on insert. Table is CMDB, and let's go to before and insert. Order is 1000. No condition is mentioned. Let's go to advance. And it is completely scripted part, but small script, not bug, major, but big one. You can see here. It says from the get property of asset and CI, asynchronous what is true. Asset and CI is asset required for the current. Now this asset and CI is my kind of another utility, or I can say it's a function given by service now. This much deep dive will not do. So here it go and check that do I need to create a asset for this CI or not? If yes, then get a sysid of CI and get the sys value of the class and create it. This is a one example of this logic. I'm again telling you why I call this training as a techno function, because this thing is important for us to be understand that how the background work. And you can see it has a condition as well. Current.asset.nil. It means it's checking that for the current CI is any asset is there. No. Then current asset.ci is nil. In the asset table CI is nil. No. Then both are not same. And then it is calling the CMDB utilities. And then it is working now. Now if I go to the next BR, check if asset CI state already exists. Okay, it's a mapping. Okay, I'll do this part. So now clear everybody till this point. Everybody clear? Rajesh, Namrata. Great. Yes, sir. Thanks, Trevor. Good. I'm sure it is, you're feeling it very interesting now, because it is a deep dive we are doing other than this form level discussion. Now what is the second part? Atul, ठीक है, you told us that this CI and asset has been created with the help of this particular business rule. But now the question is that how these fields are getting synced. Let me, yes, how these fields are getting synced. If I make a change here, then it gets changed here. Now let's again go back to the business rule.
आप ऊपर का सारा कमेंट लो ना.
Anything for me? Someone was speaking. Okay, no problem. So now let me search for one more business rule called the sync. And I need to be check which sync it is actually. Sync dictionary table, CMDB, CI, user permission, table rotation, CMDB sync event. I doubt, but let me check this. Let me check again with the help of the asset only, because this is the another important business rule to do this part. 20 easily हो जाएगा. Push asset enable, no, this one is not sync. OT asset IP address, no. Insert asset, general asset, prevent duplicate, update asset field on change. Okay, it's on the on change. Let me open it. Let's see what it's be saying. Check null, create asset, insert, move asset, update. Yeah, let me check which one is this. No, this is not that much we're looking for. It is still loading. Okay. I forget there's a business rule. CI. Oh my God. Sync. Sync, insert label, insert domain, ongoing synchronization, reference CSTM नहीं, ये भी नहीं है. Because even I did not do much work on this part, so I need to see the exact name. Mid server sync and all this outage. It means 29. Let me okay, let's go to the next one. Sync dependent VTB, no. Category sync product CI answer with the CA module, no. CMDB, no. ये ना, no, affected CA नहीं है. Let me check the business rule name. Sync CI and asset. Service now. Keeps me what two business rule, right? Enable create CA asset on insert. Okay, in the meantime, I'm just checking this part. Let me, okay, it's open. So relationship between CI asset, create asset, there is a business rule, update CI, update asset field on the chain. ये हमने देखा, yeah, asset and CI mapping. ठीक है, I'll check that part. But I'm sure there's a business solution missing here now. I will find out and I'll tell you that. Okay, so now this is the one thing which we've done, that the field mapping has been working. Okay, now second mapping table which is there is called the state mapping. It is really confusing. There are two things. One is called the state mapping, and there is a one more thing that is called the status mapping. Again, now Rajesh has a question. Atul, what is the difference between status and a state? What is the change state? Assess. What is the change status? Assess. And what is the difference? Let me come you and show here. Okay, to do this part, on the CI, on the asset, we have these two fields. This one, status and substatus. Substrate. Okay, let me come here and let me add few fields here. Configure and form layout. Because as of now, there is no field available on this form, which can help you to understand this part. Okay, it takes time because it has a lot of fields to bring it. Good. So category, substatus. Okay. Install status. Okay. And ending with this as supported. No, ये भी नहीं है. Install status. Chalo. Now let me move this to the little up. See the confusion now. And save. Now the thing is that when I say there's a two things, let me close this one. Let me close this as well. This as well. Arira. Synchronization, right? This one. Update asset field on change. Good. This will work for us something. And I guess this is another code we have to be check. If asset already exists, we can close this as well. This one, and we can close this as well. Yes, मिल गया. Good. Asset and CI synchronization. Okay. Now let me click on all and let me click on all here. Acha. To understand these two things, okay. CI has a install status and asset has a state at the substate. Now I'll give an example to understand this part. Namrata has a car and it's standing in the parking, but it is not working. But it is not working. So now what you call it? What is the status it means? Operational, non-operational, working, not working. What is the status? Atul, definitely it's not working. It's an unoperational status. And what is the status of the your asset? It's a standing, right? Because asset is not working. That's a different thing. Asset never work, or sorry, asset is not working. That is a different thing. CI is working or not working. That is a different thing. Confused?
Yes.
Yes. Put your question, Namrata. Put in your own words. Let me try to be answer in that case.
So for example, let's take an example of my laptop. So
Mhm.
for example, laptop is a asset.
Both.
So
It's a CI and
yeah,
C
it's
asset as
both.
well.
It's both. So if laptop is not working, so in that case, CI is not working or asset is not working.
Okay. Practically, if I say both are not working, okay, both are not working, but both have a different status and the state. You have a laptop. It means you still have an asset. You hold asset, right? But
Yes.
you're not able to use that asset. It means asset is not operational.
Mm.
Okay, so that is a CA status, operational status. But if asset is not working and you send it to the repair house, then you say that my asset in the repairing condition now. It is under repair.
Okay.
But if, let's say, your asset, your laptop lost, has been stolen, right? Let's say the laptop has been stolen. Now, what is the status of CI? Now, what is the status of CI? Again, it is non-production or stolen again, because your CI also lost, right?
Mm.
So it is very important to understand, and due to this reason, due to this problem, ServiceNow says that on the CI level, either you track the CI status or either you track the hardware status, but you cannot track the two things in a single go. Let me check this sub status. Now there's a one more status field also there. It's a hardware sub status form layout, because this is not a subcategory, is not the right one. It is a confusing one, and ServiceNow has a KB article for this as well. Hardware status, yes, this one I'm looking for. There was a time when I was doing R&D on this part, and at the last I surrender my case because it was working, it was not working sometime, and then I check a KB article. Let me try to search that as well. Asset and CI install Think not working in service now. KP. Means after these many batches, I'm getting mature in this part as well. That okay, these are the non-issues. Yes. Remember yesterday I say, as a business analyst, if you cannot convince, then confuse. This is what the confusion is there. Let me ping you this article name link. Okay, now let's come to the main mudda. Okay, this is my install status. This is my hardware status and sub status. This is my install status and this is sub status. Let me see, do have any hardware status as well? This is very interesting part. More than practical, this is required a understanding. See some other state. Yes. State. Yes. Let me take these two together on the top and near to model. Okay, let keep it here only. See. Now, if you see, yes, this is install status. This is also install status. Both are the install status. It means there's a one thing only. Okay, good. Now let me come back on this table now. Okay, what this table says that because when we see that there are some attributes common in both in asset and CI, and when I make a change in one field of CI, asset also gets changed. It means if I change the status of my asset, then also CI status also gets changed. See the words here, that is important. What I'm saying, if I'm saying the field value gets changed, then user says, why not status also gets changed? And this is what ServiceNow say. It says, if you make a change in asset state, this and this, then you will get the CI status in this. But synchronization happen only asset to CI, not the vice versa. Where mention the both, it means either you make a change here, either you make a change here, it will work in the both side. So this is a asset state. Let me see. See, we still don't have a this one. Let me get that as a state field here. It means we are not having the right field here. Rajesh, where are you? All good?
Yeah, they're all good.
All confused, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to, grasp that, uh, how are we focusing here on the asset part or CI part or CI linking to asset?
So mainly today we are discussing three things: asset and CI field, asset and CI install status, asset and ICI hardware status. These three we are going to be discussed here. Where is the asset status? Any other field? We have a state. We have this. That is not there. Install status, install status. Okay, let try this part. then we'll see. Okay, now let's come here. I'm talking about the install status. Let's say both. I said that my CI is in the pending repair. This one. My CI is in the pending repair. Namrata, remember, your laptop is at the mechanic place. If I save this and I go to my asset, what will happen to my asset? Let it be saved. Did not save, kya? Right, saving now. Okay. Let it be saved now. Now, to do this part, to this complete configuration, saving, making a change, and then going back, this business rule is gone. This business rule work actually. This is the actual business rule. Let me show you some more things. So it pick it up from here. Destination based table, not this one. Source and this one aborting CI pointer mismatch. This one asset and CI field mapping is 1. Then asset and CI. It's on the status. CI async update, that is another one. This one install status. So it is somewhere talking here only. Now let me come back here. Updated. Let's come back here. It is still showing why we don't have this field available. Asset state. Let me open it and see in which table it is. ALM asset CI state mapping. Why I'm not able to bring this field? Asset state. Type is this, asset is this. Show asset state. Let me see which table it is. Are we doing something wrong here? It is in the ALM asset CI status mapping choice list. Because if I say this is in the pending repair, then logically these two fields should get changed in the asset. But unfortunately, I'm not getting these two fields here. It is the install status, not the asset underscore state. Let me put the hardware. I want you to be confused here. Only then you will read it again. Hardware entitlement, hardware asset. Parent this. See that what I'm doing wrong here. Assign to asset. Oh. Hardware. Mhm. Mhm. Not sure, guys. I need to be check that why this field is not appearing on my place here. Otherwise, it should come here only. Or let me check this XML. Show XML and let me check the state. No, something is wrong on this part, I'm sure. Okay, so now the point is that which I want to be tell that if you make a change in the install status, then you're getting a change here as well. If you get time today, go to your instance or my instance, okay, and try to add this to field. This one, asset underscore state and asset underscore substate. Then you will find able to differentiate. Okay, now if I come to the third one here, but not we're not able to make change here as well. Okay, let me try. What it says, this is talking about the your hardware status, your asset. Now your car is in the repair shop, right? Your car is in the repair shop, but still you have a car with you. The asset belongs to still with you. This is what I'm talking about, the hardware ka status. Okay, now let me come here. It says both, right? In disposition. Go here. Hardware substatus is in disposition. This is, remember, this is hardware ka substatus, not the CI. I'm not talking about the CI. And click on the substatus, can be anything. No substatus is good. Click on the save. And come here. See, it has been get changed. In stock. Where it came, let come here. Now you say, Atul, it should be in the pending. Okay, it is there. In stock and the pending disposal. Okay, wow. So these are the two fields it's working. Let me show you one more thing here. Wait. In stock. Good. Now I got it. We are on the right track. No problem. Let me copy this. See here. Do we have anything here? No. Good. Let me try one more field here. Hey, good. Now I tell you one thing and get here things clarified. Okay. What we are saying that asset and CI have a same item. Item means have a same thing. A computer is an asset and computer is CI for me. If I make a change in CI field, then asset field also gets changed. But when I speak CI about the CI status as a CI status, irrespective that has a asset or not, I'm talking it about the install status. So my CI can be absent, in maintenance, in stock, installed, on order, pending, repair. Let's say I order something from any other e-commerce website. Let's say I order fridge. Definitely it's a fridge. Okay. Let me come back again. One more thing. And don't be confused now. Okay. Namrata has a air conditioner in his house. Okay. It is an asset as well. It is a CI. It was not working. The AC is not working. Namrata called to the mechanic and see the questions what she's putting. Hello, can I talk to Mr. XYZ showroom, sales service showroom? Yes, ma'am. I'm speaking. There is a one equipment at my home, it is not working. The other person says, ma'am, what is the equipment? Or Namrata says, no, there's something which is not working at my house. Ma'am, what is that something? No, the air is coming very hot. It's not clean. Okay, ma'am, but what is not working? Tell me what item is not working. It's a refrigerator, it's a TV, it's a cooler, it's an air conditioner, it's a fan. But she's not giving the right object name. Why? Because she's not able to define that it is a CI or an asset. Maybe you have 100 of ACs in your house. But when you call to the mechanic, you have to be tell that boss, there is a refrigerator, there is an air conditioner in my house which is not working. Because for the mechanic, it is just a CI, not an asset. And for that time, your status will be retired. नहीं चल रहा, it's not working. Or maybe that person came and take it the AC with him and say, ma'am, it will be get fixed. So what this time your status of CI will be pending repair. But what is the status of an asset? It should be like this one, in use, if I say. Or what is it saying? We put pending repair. Let's go and check it. Pending repair, in stock and pending repair. In stock, but it's showing as it should be a pending repair here. In direct, it should work like this only for me. Because this is a CI status I'm talking here. But now that person, that mechanic called the next year as well to Namrata, ma'am, last time we services your AC, is it be working now? Sorry, I don't have that AC now. It says it's retired. It's sold out and safe. Now Namrata is not talking from the CI perspective. Namrata is talking from the asset perspective. If your asset is retired, then your CI also get retired. And you can see these three fields has been get updated. Now Rajesh is again confused. Why these three fields has been get updated? Because if you see here, what we say? Retired. If you see here, if I'm changing the asset state to retired, the CI become retired, number one, and the install status retired also become retired here. And sorry, retired and sold here. It has been done by that manner. Let me come and put a minute here. Question here, guys. Because after this, we need to be conclude now that how we are going to be use this in the practical life. Rajesh, question. Trevor, Ola, and Namrata. Question, please.
So an asset can also be a CI.
Yes, definitely. But practically, if I say, we say the reverse order. A CI has an asset. Or okay, okay, just to understanding, you can say every asset is a CI. Yes, correct. Every asset is a CI, but every CI has an asset doesn't true. It is not true.
Okay, every asset is a CI, but not every CI is an asset.
Asset, right?
So when we are, let's say we are not no implementing asset for now and just CMDB.
Mm.
So and later example when we are implementing asset. So how do we make changes to the configuration that you showed,
See,
Atul?
out of the box, Rajesh, it will become. It will get automatically. You're using or not using that up to you. So what you can do if you're not don't want to use, make this field hide, make it hide it here, and make hide this two field as well. So like my son want to have a chocolate. If the chocolate is available in the refrigerator, he will definitely eat. If I will hide it, even though I have, but I will hide it, for him it is over. So same concept go for the customer as well. If they don't want to use, so you cannot uninstall, you cannot deactivate half of the functionality. No, you can hide, but you cannot deactivate. But practically, if I say CMDB and asset go hand in hand always. Maybe not mature in the immediate level, but it work together.
Okay.
Now the last point, and any other question? Sorry.
I'm good.
Okay. Namrata, Trevor, Ola, any question from your perspective?
No, Attu.
Good. I'm happy that I'm able to confuse you now. Okay. Now the thing is that let's say you all are enough mature in the industry now. You know this CMDB, CI asset. The last point come, and as Rajesh also put up, how to make sure that customer is use this thing and should not get confused. Okay. So service now say there is a no way that on a single form you can track everything. Everything means you can track install status and the hardware status as well. Right? How and why? When you take your car to the mechanic, he is not interested about your financial things in the car. He is not interested. If you want to sell, even though if you say no, I want to sell this car, he will see this car from the CI perspective, not from the asset perspective, because for him it is not an asset. It is still a CI only. He will take the parts, he will put in the other car and he will sell out. He's not investing it for a longer time. He knows that I need a one more car to get my mechanic trained. So service now say if you have this thing in your mind, don't put these three fields in a one place. Like I give one example. What is the purpose of the ITL role? Tell me. What is the purpose of the ITL role? Atul, so that the request, my team can or the group can fulfill the user's request, incident, change, problem. That's fine. For you, it is a ITL role. For the customer, it is everything. He will not say that my user don't have ITL. He say my user is not able to log in, not able to proceed further. There is a perspective to be think here. So to do this part, service now say if I am on the CI form, don't discuss about the asset to me. Because CI has a different meaning. Asset has a different meaning. I agree that one component has a two part. Now, if I, sorry, I would one more example, just I want to give you the better understanding here. Let's say a couple get married and now after a year, girl give a birth. Okay, it's a girl, small girl come in the world now. Now she has two grandparents. In our India, in our side, north side, we say it's Nani and Dadi. But if you think from the English word, it's a grandmother. I rarely say that someone says it's grandnanny, it's a grandmother. either from the husband side, either from the girl side. Now you say it is same concept. Same kid has a two grandmother, one from the maternal, one from the paternal side. When you are doing the rituals, you may follow the father side ritual. If you're at the father house, if she's at the mother side, they follow their rituals. But the girl is still same. This is what service now says. And as a consultant, we have to be strict on these part. Boss, you're on the CI form. Why you want to track your hardware here? If you want to track your hardware, go to the asset form. Do it anything here. Fundamentally, we have to make a point here, guys. I have a very big fights on these discussions as well. One of my customers says he's a little bit good in the service now. So he bring these three fields together on the CI form. And he raised the same concern. I'm changing one field, two fields also get changed. Then we told them, you are on the CI form. Why you want to track the hardware on the CI? Right? If you want to track, go to the asset table and track it anything here. You can track it from here. No problem for me. And also ServiceNow say the same thing here in this KB article. It's a very old KB article. And it is not a non-issue, I can say. It is not a non-issue because it is the way it has been designed actually. The system has been designed in such a manner it will work in this expected manner only. So what it says, if I scroll down at the last, please read this article. Don't make any changes in the code level, but read this article. Easily simple. See. And they have a problem record as well for this. And it is from the this much list, Jakarta till Paris. They updated it, but still not the final answer has been come here. What it says below are the different mappings between the status. Asset and CI, fine. Asset to hardware, fine. CI to asset, fine. And hardware to asset. Fine. See, hardware to asset. Again, something new is coming. Hardware substatus. This thing. It says 1 and 2 work very fine. No problem. But out of 3 and 4, only 1 will work at a given point of time. If you want to make a change, you can go and make a change in this out of the box code. Then it will take the precedence. Specifically, it come the precedence words here. Let me show you here what this says. See this one, precedence column. Instead of I'm saying, boss, you see CI to asset, I'm putting hardware to asset, see the first. That is the only thing. But practically, if I say from the business analyst perspective, never ever recommend these two fields on a single form. You will confused, your customer will get confused. But we have to do the reconciliation as well. Now come to the next part here, that is called the CMDB reports. CMDB dashboard here. CMDB view. There are 3 C's has been followed in the CMDB. Completeness, correctness, and compliance. This is what, Rajesh, important for you. After CMDB implementation, after 6 months, 1 year, you had to do this reconciliation, reporting to see that how much is completeness, correctness, and the compliance. As of now, it's a no evaluated because I don't have a plugin activity in my system. What is the meaning of the completeness? Let's say I give a joining form to Namrata and Rajesh. It has name, surname, date of birth, qualification, father name, address, and timings. Your expected timings, your interested timings, kind of things. Rajesh put, he's so smart, Rajesh put name and interested timings. Namrata put everything. Name, surname, date of birth, qualification, everything. In this case, Rajesh data is incomplete. I can understand, but still not able to draw any conclusion. Maybe Rajesh is just a 10th pass, but maybe Rajesh is doctorate as well. So I'm not able to make a correct decision on that part. So this C tell about the completeness. In a CI, let's say if I'm creating an asset, then I should have minimum fields available with which complete the information. Now, if I say, let's take example. Listen my words here again. He has a curly hair. He's having a very fair complexion. His hands are so beautiful. He's 5'7". He wear a good outfit. His shoes are so good. He's well maintained. By seeing these words, by seeing these sentences, you can get a conclusion that Atul is talking about someone, a good personality. And he's a boy. His gender is male. He's a boy. But still you're not able to make a complete information because his name is missing. By what term I should call him? His name is missing. This is what the completeness come here. Now the second term called the correctness. Here. Sorry, second term called the compliance. Kids under 18 are not allowed to enter in a pub without parents. This is compliance. If let's say if let's say you are working on your official laptop completely offline mode, you do not connect to the internet for that 2 or 3 days, you are doing some offline work only. Then you get an email after the 3 or 4 days, you get an email from your IT department or some auto generated that your machine is out of compliance because it don't have the latest patches installed. This is what the compliance here. Okay, you are filling this information, that fine. But this asset is running on the window 2000 till now, where we don't have a support. We did not support, we don't use this. It has a lot of vulnerability. This is a compliance issue here. The second C. And the third C called the correctness. Namrata is filling his form, her form, name, surname. In the date of birth, by mistake she mentioned it's a DDMMYY. By mistake she mentioned YYMMDD 01/20/1980. There is a no month. There is no 20th month. It is a correctness. Data is there, that's fine, but it is not correct. This is what we have to be do in these dashboards. When you activate the plugin for this, the data will get populated. And you can see a lot of things here. CMDB health dashboards as well. These are the PA performance analytics dashboards are there. So they generate the details for you. Again, plugins are not installed, so it's not working as of now. But in short, if I say it is important for you and me as well to keep refreshing these concepts, only then you will be able to understand. Any question from your side? Ola, Rajesh, Namrata and Trevor. Tell me guys, any doubt, any question?
I'm good with it.
Interesting, right? Namrata, Ola and Trevor. Okay, if no doubt, let me stop the recording here.